Young art students, welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you that you can draw. No more looking for other videos that will prove to you that you can draw or to boost your confidence. This video will show you once and for all that you can draw. You can do it. And we're only going to use letters, a couple numbers, but just letters. Letters you probably write every day. We're going to put these letters together and make a person and show you once and for all you have the ability to draw. Okay, so no more talking, rambling. Let's get on to the drawing table and let's start making some dreams come true in the form of art. All right, young art students, welcome back to another epic, and I'm using the word epic, drawing lesson. So what I'm going to show you today is, yes, you can draw. So what I have in front of me is just regular old notebook, spiral notebook paper. And why am I using a spiral notebook instead of just drawing paper or regular paper? Because I'm going to show you just how easy it is to draw using letters. That's what I said, using letters. Now, and before, if you looked at any previous videos, I tell you that everything has a shape: square, circle, or triangle. And then you round off the edges or chop off the edges, and you add some more shapes on top of other shapes, and you have something. You have that something that you're trying to draw. But if you look at everything as a shape, you can draw it once you master the shapes. So check this out. This is what I'm doing here. You see that letter? These are letters. These are letters that you do almost every day if you write in English. So we have the H, T, V, I, small I. We're going to leave the dot off. Capital L, the O, the M, and the 0. These are the letters we're going to use. You probably write these letters every day, but you didn't know that you can draw with these letters. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a person with these letters. So get your pencil, your paper, your glasses, your happy face, and let's get to drawing. All right, so I'm going to use a pencil until I can't see the pencil anymore. Let me check my red. Let's see if I can see my red. You can see the red. Okay, I'm going to use my red. So we're going to be erasing. So remember, we're not going to use the ink pen yet. We're going to erase some lines. We're going to put these lines in and erase the ones we don't need. So the first thing you want to do, and don't worry about is it too long or too small or too big or too short in the beginning. I see my angry camera wants to not do. Where's my yellow paper? Maybe it'll be happier with the yellow paper. Maybe it needs to see some color. So here we go. Give you time to get your paper and pencil. First thing we want to do is we want to use that capital H. So let me see how big we're going to be. We're going to use a capital H. So we don't want to do it too big to start off, because we're going to save some room. We're going to need more room. So I'm doing a capital H. And I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 lines. 9 lines. So that should be good enough to fit this whole picture on this. So that's a capital H. You can write, you can draw. People, we write so much that we're like, oh, we have no problem writing because we do so much. But if we don't draw enough, then we get scared when it's time to draw. So we're using letters instead of more the traditional drawing shapes. So from that one, we want to use a capital T. Use a capital T. So I want to put the capital T right up on here, and then straight down that middle, straight down the middle, just like that. That's what you have. Now, after that, we want to use this V. I'm going to take this V and want to put it down right here. The point is going to be right down here. So 1, 2, maybe about 3 lines down. So about 3 lines, making sure let's bring this all the way down, just to make sure that point is on there. So we're going to go for about 3 lines down. 3 lines down. Now we have that V right here. Made that V a little wider. Now from there, we want to use the letter O. The letter O. Not the number 0, but the letter O. You want to put one right here and one right there. The letter O. Okay, so I want to take this. At this point, we want to do a V. Now you might have like half a line or 1 line, but just do a V right here. And what we're going to do is take that V and we're going to turn that V into an M. So you already have the middle. So at this point, we want to turn this into that letter M, like that. Just stop it like right here on this point, right there. All right, so from here, we want to take the letter I, the small I without the period, and just like this, just like if you're writing two small I's, okay? Without the little dot, and then we're going to use the letter O. So this is going to be more of an oval, just the letter O. You want to put that up there as big as you need, and you already see the body coming together. So that's the head. Now, depending on how big of the zero you want to put, determines the size of your person that you are drawing. So let's go right up here. Let's say at this point, let's say two lines up, and let's go right across here. Now we're going to take that L, shall we say, we're going to take that, or the I, let's take the I, let's say the I again. And we're going to go down. We're doing the legs. Now you should be able to do legs. You can bring it straight down if you want to. Like, well, let's say from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Let's say 5 lines, and then stop it right there. 5 lines. You can do it out or you can do it down. I'm going to do one out, one down, just because I started. 5 lines. So then we're going to take that O again. We're going to put one right here, and we're going to put one right here. Getting really simple. You're starting to see it. So now we want to do that again. I'm going to go straight down. Say 1, 2, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to cross and then down. So if you actually look at it, that would be like the letter L. You just straight down and across like a letter L, and this could be like a number 7. Cross this way and that way. So since I had mine out, I'm going to make it go out again. Coming down those 5 lines. Now the one thing, when you do arms and legs, you know you have this part of the arm and you have this part of the arm. When you fold them, they are exactly the same length. The wrist is going to come right here to your shoulder. So you don't want this too short and this too long. So realistically, I could bring this down another line, just to make it not too long or not too short. And it depends on if you're trying to draw like somebody young, or if you're trying to draw an adult. Of course, adult's going to be a little longer, taller. But you also don't want the body too long and the legs too short at the same time. So what we're going to do with the arms are the same thing we did with the legs. We'll bring it down. Let's say about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 lines. Cut it. Same thing with this one. Cut it. Right there. I'm going to put that 0, that O, letter O should take about 1 line. Not too big, not too wide. And then we're going to come down another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see already you have a body just by using those letters. And those letters actually disappeared in drawing the body. And it's just so simple. Once you do this enough, then you won't even need to think about, oh, I'm going to draw a T and I'm going to draw a V, I'm going to draw an M or whatever. You just learn to draw it. But this is showing you that you can draw. For all of you guys that said, oh, I can't draw, I'll never be able to draw, you now know how to draw. So let's put a little foot on this guy. So you want to come straight down, doing another I right here. Now you would do an L, reverse L. This is an L. Now you want to take this off. You don't want to bring it straight down like this. You want to take it past that and then do this. You want to come out almost like you're drawing a triangle. Half a triangle. If I drew a triangle, it would look like this. Half a triangle would look like that. So that's going to represent his foot, and we're going to round that off later. And then we're going to just do the hand. We're going to do 1 line here and a short line there. Short line on the inside and a long line on the outside. Now we're going to make we're just going to curve it in like this. So this is going to be the finger. Curve it in. Let's say that would be that would be an upside down J almost. And then you would have the thumb. like that. So remember that, like you're doing a hook or something, or a reverse F, small f. I don't know what that would be in reverse, but you're going to do that, and then you're going to bring that line, and you're going to have this to slope out. That's going to be your thumb. So let's slope this one out a little better. Come around and go out. So what you actually are doing, let me get a piece of paper to show you guys, a clean piece of paper. So this is the arm right here. This is one line. This is another line, like that. Okay, so this is the wrist. So you're going to come down, come up, and you're going to curve, and you're just going to come out like that. But you have to make this round right here. Okay, because you have this. This is what you're doing. You're doing this. This little curve piece. And of course you have other fingers. But this finger, the way this is connected to this skin, and it goes around. So if you want to do the other fingers, I just do this. I just put this little piece here, and I put the little piece here. Now, a lot of times I don't do the fourth finger because sometimes the little baby finger can be tucked behind the third finger. You can if you want, but to me, it gets a little crowded. So a lot of times I don't do the fourth finger, the last finger, shall I say. So it's going to be like this, and this one here, and this one here. Same thing on the opposite side. Here's my sleeve, my wrist. This outside is longer, the inside is shorter. You're going to make that little half circle, I guess. If you did a whole circle, it would be like a piece of a circle. Come down and out like that, half circle, and then the finger. Now once you get good, you can like halfway in there, you can bend the finger. Come down and say halfway, I can bend my finger like this. And then you can, the other one as well, you can put the other ones as well up like that. So that gives them more of a relaxed hand. So if I do this, and I bend that finger, and this guy here, and this guy there, then I just have like a relaxed hand, and you just curve that in because this part is curved in. And we'll fix all that in the end when we do, but for now I want you to get these shapes right. So here we have that. I'll make this just a little longer, and then I put my other finger here, my other finger there, right here, and the other finger there, curving that like that. Now you have a fully functional body. Let me pull this down because my camera, let's see if I can push my camera up a little bit, because I always push my paper up. Now, as I say, you have a fully functional body. Now at this point you say to yourself, what am I going to do? What am I going to make from this? Is this going to be like a superhero? Is this going to be a regular person? If you were doing somebody small, if you were doing like a kid, you would just make that H shorter. You would do the same thing. Instead of having a long H, you would have a shorter H like this. Then remember the T goes down and the V like that. And then you have your circle, your V right here, or if you can, just do the M. And what that is, that leaves an opening for your neck. That's all it is. And then you have that. Now, if you want to draw somebody young, instead of doing a small head, you do a bigger head. Now, you see how that made that body smaller when I did that bigger head? So now I have somebody that's small. And then I would have his legs small or shorter, just like that. And I would have his arms thin. Whereas if you do somebody like a superhero, if you're doing like Batman or Captain America, you would make them a little thicker. And I'll show you how to do what I add to make a little superhero if I want to do a superhero. Now see, now what I can do is I can slim this body in, slim it out a little bit, make the legs a little thinner. So once you have the basic body, there's so much you can do. All right, so let's get back to this. Now, if I was going to do, because I put these little shorts on here, I would go from here to this line and out like that. If I was gonna make this a superhero, from this line to this line, the V, and then continue out under the arms. And that gives him that superhero, that lats. Let me show you my book. Let me see what I can find. If I can find a good picture of superhero. Okay. This right here. It gives you these right here. These are called your lats, your latissimus dorsi. That makes your back bigger and stronger. That versus somebody that's really thin, they won't have this. So by just drawing that V, that's what you have. You have that superhero look now. Well, let's say I want to continue to make this a superhero because I have this. So I want to erase right here and right here. So we have that. So now what I would do is start to round this guy off. This is my superhero. Maybe I want a costume or something. I'll figure out some kind of generic costume for the guy. So at this point, you start to round it off. Now I could put like clothes, a t-shirt on him. T-shirt, t-shirt on him, something like that. Or I could put a cool costume. So let me show you what I would start erasing, or what I would do, and then start to erase. So you're gonna hook these together. Same with the knees. Hook those together. I'm going to erase this V right there, and then these circles. Now, that's the body that I have. Now, this could be a belt. And this is where the chest could be right here. This could be your collarbones. And, of course, you know the legs come in. You bring the legs into the knee and back out. So it comes in here and go back out. In here and go back out. Now, it also goes out here. So at this point, let's just say I'll bring this out and in and then down like this and erase this. So I'll do that again. I will come out here, and then come down into that foot. You have to get that leg shape. Don't worry if it doesn't look right yet, but if this is your first time, you do it over and over and over again, just like when you were writing letters. Your first time making letters, it was hard for you, but the more you did it, the better you became, and now you can write all day long. So what I want to do is I want to round this foot off here and bring this toe in just a little bit. So I'm going to round this and bring that in like that just a little bit. Now, let's say I want to make a superhero, just because I want to make a superhero. All right, so what I want to do is give this guy some boots. All superheroes wear boots, like that. And I'm going to ink this and shape it up a little bit more after we're done. So he has his little superhero shorts on, and what I want to do is I want to give him a belt. Now, he could be Batman, Superman, whatever character you like, or you can make up your own character. So let's just say I'm going to give him some like lightning. It's not the Flash now. It's not the Flash. Some lightning stripes here. And I want to give him, I'm going to bring this up. Let's say I bring the lightning all the way up to like the belt. Almost like lightning is coming from the belt. So what I want to do here is, I don't know. Let's just like, okay, I want to make the letter A. And this is just a design thing that I'm trying to think of. And I want to make the lightning go to the A, the letter A. I'll split the two pieces of lightning. And maybe I'll bring them together and then take the lightning across his back on his shoulders. So I want to give him a turtleneck like that. Not the neck of a turtle, but a high collar. So let's give him some gloves, but I want to make the gloves straight across. I'm going to bring the gloves down like that. And then just because I want to give him some wristbands and gloves. Maybe one is a communicator, or maybe it helps his power when he does a lightning strike or something. So we have this. So what I'm going to do under here, I'm going to give him a little bit of stomach. So I'm going to go, I'll do almost like an A. I'm going to widen it like this, almost like you're doing a roof of a house. Or it could be a house, and then just bring it down like this. And then so I want to go 1, 2, and then you have some quick stomach muscles like that. Squeaky chair is wanting to talk. Hello, squeaky chair. I didn't mention you. So this is going to come up. That's going to be, let's represent his chest right there. So this is going to go in. This is going to come in just a little bit right here. It's going to be his shoulders. And then let's see what kind of a face. Am I going to put a mask on him? Yeah, let's put a mask. So first of all, let's find out where his nose is. I'm going to give him a little triangle for nose, and a line for mouth, and a smaller line under there to represent the bottom lip. Now, I'm going to straighten his head out a little bit more. And an easy way to draw a head, if you're having a hard time drawing your oval's always crooked, and you can't really seem to get that head right, just do a rectangle. Like that, rectangle. And then bring the neck straight down. Then find out how long you want the chin, and I'll use a pencil for this. Say like my chin is going to be this long, and then I'll bring it up like that. And wherever that jawline is, wherever that jaw comes up, that's where your mouth goes, right across here. That's where your mouth goes, and then you can just do a little piece of a lip. And if he's happy or mad, or give some expression to it, and just give him a little triangle nose, maybe some shadow under that nose, and then you do wherever you put your eye. You could do a circle eye. And I'm going to do a video on faces really soon. And then you can just give them that mad expression from that circle eye. Like, I am a superhero, man. Watch out who you mess with. Like that. And then you have a good face. And then, of course, your nose, your ear goes at the top of your eye and at the bottom of your nose. That's how far your ear goes. Top of your eye, bottom of your nose. So if you did a line like this and like this, that's the size of your ears. Your ears should fit in between that. And it's just like kind of like doing the letter 0, and then you just draw a line straight across there. I'm just doing the letter 0. You do a line straight across there. Erase this, and then you have your ears. Your chin. Just don't make them too big. Unless he's like hearing man, the biggest ears, and he can hear anything. Circle, circle. If you're having trouble drawing eyes, a lot of times if I'm drawing eyes, I'll do this. I will do this, this. How do I do this and this, like that. And these are kind of like my superhero kind of eyes. It's just basically a rectangle, and I chop it right here, and I chop it right there from each corner. And then I put my eye in here. And then I can put my eyelashes or eyebrows there. And then I just round it off a little bit, like that. And then you have your eye. Like that. Shapes, they're so simple to draw. All right, so I'm gonna put a mask on the guy. Let's draw, get his eyes in there first. So eye here and the eye here. Just draw the circle first for the eye, and then you can do something like that. And as I say, I'm gonna draw faces, and eyes are part of the faces. There's so many ways you can do eyes, just like this. Just kind of like put a mountain over top of it. Those work. I mean, if you want to put the mountain under the bottom, you can do that. Then you have your more professional eyes. You can just do this dots. You can do the lines with the dots. And those are more expressional faces. You can do so many expressions by doing faces like that. But that's in the next video. So that's just a preview of what's going to happen in the next video. So I'm going to give this guy a mask. He's going to curve over his nose like glasses, and they're going to be right over top of his brow, and then it's going to be his ears right there. And then I'm going to give him some hair, some nice funky hair. His hair is going to be, because he's dealing with electricity, his hair is going to be spiky, because he's like Watts, Johnny Watts, the Watts. Electricity Watts, not Watts. He does electricity. Johnny Watts. Johnny 1000 Watts. How about that? There you go. This is superhero name. Johnny 1000 Watts. And I mean, I could put some lightning on the glove, but that might be overkill. But you know what? He's a superhero. Superhero does that. Level lightning on the glove. And now he is Johnny Watts. Johnny 1000 Watts. I'm sorry, I keep messing his name up. So let's ink Johnny 1000 Watts. Find my right ink pen, and then we will have us a superhero ready to roll. Oh, they gotta have an opening for the mask. That's right, I forgot. So his eyes are gonna be in there. Here's his nose, put a little shadow under the nose. Here's his mask. And he can have lightning on top, inside of the mask, like right here, a lightning bolt. Or electric bolt, since he's not lightning, he's electric. And then his funky hair, his spiky, staticky hair. Johnny 1000 Watts. He's happy. I'm gonna make him happy. He's like, yeah, I'm here on the scene. I'm here on the scene to save the day. I am Johnny 1000 Watts. And this is why you want to, when you draw, you want to draw lightly. You don't want to take your pencil and bear down really hard, because it's when you get to the point where you're trying to erase, it's hard for you to erase. My Johnny 1000 Watt gloves. And these could be his wristbands that he put together. Maybe it's like some kind of electrical thing right here and on the other side. And when he puts them together, he shoots out that electricity. So come on, draw Johnny 1000 Watts. So what I'm doing is I'm rounding it off now, rounding everything off, rounding the chest off, and I'm rounding this off, giving him a smaller waist. Here's his belt. And he can have the lightning in his waist, or the electric current. I don't want to say lightning, because then it'll be the flash, and maybe he has some kind of gadgets or something on his belt. Maybe he can throw them. Maybe it's like electric bomb or something, or a watt bar, a watt bomb, watt bomb. As I say, don't worry if it's too long, because I could say, oh, these arms are too long. But when it's your first time drawing it, this is more like your practice. It's not the original one, because once you draw this, then you can redraw it again and again and again. And around about the 5th time that you draw it, it should be looking sweet. So I put that bend in the finger. Bring the 2 fingers up like that. I'll go ahead and do this stomach. I don't know why I put that M there, but that's just me. And then his abs. And keep those round. Don't make them just square. Make them, give some roundness to them. I'll bring that up, and I'll bring that up to give him some more muscles. And then we come down at the shorts. Come down here. Make that round at the bottom. You don't want to have a pointy point right there. We're going to erase this too. I forgot about that line. We're going to erase that. And then this is going to come down and into the leg. And then we're going to have this coming in. So the knee is going to be like this. It's going to almost be like a triangle. Like if I do this, a diamond, I'm sorry. If I do this diamond like that. So I just want to do one side and the other side and not connect them. Same thing on the other one. One side, other side. Bring it in and then bring it out. Make this, round this off. I'm going to bring this, round this foot off. And there's this boot and that boot. Bring this in. Uncover Johnny 1000 Watts face. I want to bring this, and remember this is going to be straight down. It's not going to go out. This is going to be straight down with this leg. This leg is going to be like this. It's going to be straight down, and this one's going to go out. It's not going to go out here and out here like that. It's going to be straight down. So, oh, I got to get my lightning. Got to get his lightning together. And then he's going to have this spark right here that comes around the shoulder, and then boom, lightning. I'm going to even take it around there like that to show his little V in his chest, in his neck. Like that. Now, you don't have to draw Johnny 1000 Watt. Is it Johnny 1000 Watt? Or did I just change his name real quick? You can do your own superhero character because you now know how to draw the body. And once you know how to draw the body, you are good to go. Added muscle right there. And you have a nice drawing from using the letters H, T, V, I. I did a little L, O, M, and 0. Imagine if you use all 26 letters and how many ever numbers? 10 numbers, 9 numbers, 10 numbers. So yeah, I just had to take a quick look at it. And then at this point, if I wanted to color it, I would pull out some color pens. And I don't have my colored pens. I have red and blue right here. So let me just because, just blue. Not the color I would have chose for Johnny 1000 Watts. But it's not the Flash, so I wouldn't use red and yellow. You'd have to choose your own color. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys, I think I will color this and I'll put this up as a thumbnail so that you guys can see how to do your own superhero. Let me, just some little lats right here. Bring that out just a little bit right here and right here. Give them that more muscular look. So again, that's going to be it. Let me make sure you're seeing all this. And then we will call this wrap. And then the next video we'll be drawing some faces, showing you guys how to do faces, multiple different faces. All right, I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys keep drawing, color your picture, and then let me know how it went. So see you guys in the next video.